Technology has advanced an incredible amount over time. Today, we're looking at the most impressive technology from the past: ancient Egyptian locks. Using only a few pieces of wood, ancient Egyptians created one of the world's first locks more than 2,000 years ago. First, they drilled 3 holes into the top piece of wood and filled each hole with a wooden dowel. Then you could only open the door with a specially fitted wooden key that pushes the dowels up. World War II buttons compass. The British Royal Air Force discovered an amazing invention during World War II that allowed pilots to remove 2 buttons from their uniforms and create an emergency compass. In case a pilot crashed in unfamiliar territory, the buttons held a magnetic charge and would point them towards safety. Roll-a-gon off-roader. Back in the 1950s, an inventor named William Albee was on a fishing trip in Alaska and had the incredible idea to build a truck with a rolling balloon instead of wheels. The balloon allowed the world's first off-roader to absorb bumps and travel over any terrain. Wood carving. This impressive Moroccan wood carving technique requires a skilled craftsperson to move a blade with their foot while simultaneously moving a sharp edge back and forth with their hands. Using this technique, wood carvers could make furniture and utensils in no time at all. Burglar alarm. Used since antiquity, this incredible burglar alarm uses a pulley system that dips an orb into a water-filled basin when the door opens, creating the sound of chirping birds. Even hundreds of years ago, homeowners were alerted to unwanted intruders with this sound. Self-parking car. Believe it or not, the first self-parking car was invented back in 1933. The Packard 5-wheel car used the spare tire on the back to rotate the car into place. Drivers could parallel park with ease in less than a second. Greek vending machine. Another amazing invention from Heron of Alexandria, this 2,000-year-old holy water dispenser was the world's first coin-operated slot machine. When worshippers dropped a coin into the top of the vessel, a precisely measured amount of water would flow into their cup. One-man helicopter. Designed by Louis C. McCarty Jr. in 1954, the De Lochner HZ-1 Aerocycle was a one-man helicopter created for the U.S. military so they could complete covert missions in enemy territory. In addition to one adult man, the helicopter could carry 120 pounds of cargo. Safe. This 18th century French safe uses a series of 24 squares and dots to reveal several different keyholes that must be opened in a specific order to gain entry to the safe. If you make one mistake, the safe will relock and you will have to start over again. Heron fountain. This ancient Greek technology was invented by Heron of Alexandria in the 1st century AD, and it uses 3 pressurized chambers to create a fountain that will run independently for several minutes. Film camera. This incredible film camera from 1903 is essentially a black leather box with specialized wide film. The photographer simply opens a small hole in the front of the box, allowing the light to expose the film inside and creating a beautiful photograph. Hydraulic hammer. Archaeologists in Southeast China uncovered an amazing automatic hydraulic hammer that has been functional for over 2,000 years. Using only the power of a water wheel, the hammers strike up and down, allowing farmers to crush grain with no effort. Calculator. The Facet ESA-01 pinwheel calculator was a 1950s device that is bigger than a modern-day computer. Although it had advanced functionality for its time, a Reddit user tried to divide by 0 on the ancient machine, which caused it to malfunction. The Antikythera mechanism. Considered to be the world's first computer, the Antikythera mechanism dates back to 205 BC, and it uses a complex series of instruments to measure the positions of the stars and track important dates like the ancient Olympic Games. Food preservation. Kangina is an ancient Afghani method of food preservation that keeps grapes fresh for many months. Farmers simply cake clay-rich mud around the grapes and allow it to dry. The moist soil keeps the grapes fresh after the clay is broken apart. Chinese repeating crossbow. The Zhuge crossbow is also known as the Chinese repeating crossbow because it uses several strings and gravity to feed arrows into the bow repeatedly, allowing archers to shoot dozens of arrows every minute.